was saying that I would like to just first of all show a sample of the web page. So let me do that now. So the web page, okay, so this is the URL in RStudio is this. Now this link links to a web page that holds some information about Nigeria's population. Yes, what we want to do when using rvest, the first thing we want to do is to identify the URL of the page we want to scrape. That's the page where we want to extract the information from. So I hope everyone is with me so far. Please just indicate to the chat window if you are still here. But the URL now, the URL for this example is this worldometers.info, and it gives some information about Nigeria's population, like I said before. So usually before you use rvest, you want to have a look at the website and get an idea of what it looks like, just so you know what exactly you are trying to scrape for. So just to have a look, this is what the web page looks like. I hope everyone can see it. It tells us Nigeria's population, gives us some data in graphical format about our population over the years, and then it has a table with Nigeria's population or estimated population in 2020 all the way down to 1955, and multiple tables anyway about Nigeria's population. So going back to RStudio. Okay, good. So going back to RStudio, the first thing we do is we create a URL variable and assign to that variable the URL of the web page we want to scrape. Now, this URL is stored as a character vector. If we have a look at it, we'll just see that it's the web page, a text about the web page. Now, we use the read.html, or sorry, read_html function to extract all the HTML from that web page into R, and we assign it to this variable called ngr population page. So we're extracting all the HTML from that web page, or sorry, from the web page within this URL variable. So when I press enter, now you notice that it takes a few seconds to work, but once it's done, it creates a list and gives you the information in that list. So having done that, the next step is to, now we know that the data we're looking for in particular is within a table on that web page. So once we extract the web page, we want to go to that table, want to go to that HTML text and extract the tables. So we use the HTML_nodes function and supply it with this table argument. Now, we're supplying this. Remember, this variable holds all the HTML text for the web page, the ngr pop page. So to X, let's just call it X, we're assigning a list. We're extracting all the tables within the HTML and assigning it to X. So when we run this, we see that X is a list of 7 because there are 7 tables on the page. And if we just have a look at X, the data frame. So when we have a look at X, we just see all the data that was in the tables on that page. The first, the second table, the third table, all the way down to the 7th. So having run that, we can get the length of X. We know it's 7, so we're on the right track. Now, the specific information we're interested in is within the second table of those tables. So now we've extracted all the 7 tables, and we want to now go further to get out the second table. So we'll create another variable called ngr population, and to that ngr population we'll extract the second table and assign it. So what we do is first we supply the list that contains all our 7 tables, and then to that list we say, okay, HTML nodes tables, we want to extract all the tables, and then this end function, it tells us which particular table we're interested in. So now we say, okay, first take the HTML, the ngr pop page which contains all the tables, then extract all the tables, and then give us only the second table, and then extract that data as a data frame. So when we run this, the ngr population, this variable gets created, and if we have a glimpse at it, we can see, okay, it's a data frame, so it's not printing as nice as we would like, but we can easily convert that to a table, so a table, sorry, so that it's more, or we can view it so that it's more graphical. So if we just type view ngr population, it opens another window. So the view function in R allows you open data frames or tables or lists or anything really in a more presentable manner. So if I view ngr population, it gives me this nice looking table with multiple variables and about 18 columns for Nigeria's population. If we go back to the URL that we script, we'll notice that the second table on that page is what we have. So this table is what we were able to extract into RStudio using rvest. So that's just a brief introduction into what rvest can do. As you can see, it allows you extract information from web pages. Now it gets a lot more advanced than this, and there are tutorials, there are books that give you a more in-depth look into what can be done. Now in rvest, we just need to get a good idea of what the web page looks like, and then we can use rvest to extract the entire HTML for the page, and subsequently after extracting the entire HTML, we then use individual functions to extract the particular type of information that we're interested in. So that was what we did here, extracting the HTML first and saving it as ngr pop page, and then extracting the tables from ngr pop page, and that's all the tables on the page, and then specifically going for the second table and assigning that to ngr population, such that we now have ngr population in R, and we can work with it and do our analysis and so on. So that's our introduction into rvest. Like I said before, it's just a basic idea. It gets a bit more complex or a lot more complex depending on what your exact needs are. So I guess if there are any questions, if anyone has any questions, anything they haven't really understood so far, we've gone through tables and data frames. We've gone through importing data using readr, that's our read_csv functions. We've gone through reading Excel files using read_xlsx or xls, and then we've gone through writing files using write_csv, tsv as the case may be, and finally we went through rvest and how to use rvest to extract information from web pages. If there are any questions, we could quickly tackle them. If there's anything anyone didn't understand, please just indicate in the chat window and we can go over those things again. But beyond those are just our topics for today. So we'll wait for a few minutes just to see if we have any questions, and then we can end the meetup till next week. Okay, please, if there are no questions, just also indicate in the chat window so that we know that everyone has followed so far. Okay, thank you all. I guess there aren't any questions, so that would be all. Um, the recordings for the class will be made available as well as the script so that we can have access to it and I guess play around with it and just have a better idea of everything that we've discussed today. Thank you very much. I'll end the class now.